Hey, it's Flango. Today we're going to be working with this anti-water deck, and it's exactly what you'd expect. It's a deck built to beat the water AI deck. So if you're grinding coins, this is probably the deck you're going to want to use. Um, what else do I have to say about this? You're trying to slow down the game a little bit, but you also want to like just aggro him down, right? So we're running a whole bunch of these cards that are good on water because that's what he's running. But see, we're running the better cards. Like we're running Crabulus, who does 15 attack on water and has 30 health. We're running um okay, and then we're running Shark Warrior, which he also runs. But these are both free cards and they're very good if you have water down. Especially Crabulus, because Crabulus in this deck, like we're just gonna play, hit, and then all of a sudden it's not doing anything and that's good. Like we're happy to have that. It's just a 15 damage bomb. But now we also have these cards, which change terrain. And the reason we have those is because we're playing an Aquatic King. Swamp Terror will do an effective. So it has three. How do I make this? There we go. It has 3 attack, but it changes the terrain to swamp first. So it's effectively 8 attack. But additionally, it does 5 damage because it turns the guy into not being. Like it puts the guy on a swamp. So that's actually 13 attack, 15 health, free card. That's better than any other free card. And then also, it means that he has to either move off of the swamp terrain because, he'll take damage, or he has to flood to avoid taking damage. Um, then the other things, eruption. I mean, it turns everything into a scorched, so it means that he has to play flood again, something like that. Um, Geomancer. Nice thing about Geomancer is it's 15 damage, and then it also does the 5 extra damage. This is like 20 damage to face, and it kills other aquatic creatures too. It's very, very good. You'll notice I don't have the mana, but it's just so good on turn 2, so I'm actually running 2 of them, just to make sure I always get it. Lava Golem, big damage card. Just stick it on the face. It also, the reason I'm running all these 10 damage cards is because he plays Bottom Feeder, and Bottom Feeder has 10 health. And then Shark Warrior is just kind of like, I don't know. I'd like having 12 attack to face. Seems good to me. Plus, it survives a hit from the Nautilus. I don't know what that thing's called. His mana card that he usually plays first, the 20 mana one. Okay, so we're going first, which is fine. I'm just gonna play this first turn. Oh yeah, I can't move first turn. Um, to be honest, I don't even know if it's worth playing anything. Just chill here. He's gonna take some damage. Move on to an ocean. This is really good because I get to go on a coast and do this. He probably plays Flood this turn or something. Oh, okay, yeah, Flood and then Bottom Feeder. Now, I could dash over to the other side and just keep hitting him. Bring him really, really low. I could also just play this. Nah, he's already on a... In fact, let's kill the mana. He doesn't really need the mana card, but okay. Maybe he did. Or he thought he did. We'll just do this again. Does a lot of damage. And then swing over to this side. There's no way he plays Flood. Just for that. So, as you can see, he's taking a lot of damage. Oh yeah, Sea Devil's what I was thinking. He's taking a lot of damage just existing, really. I could be killing him in next turn or the turn after, which I think is probably a reasonable goal to have here. We don't want to take too much damage, especially from these bottom feeders. Unfortunately, my side jump cards are not showing up. Okay, I'm actually going to swing around to this side. I feel like up here is pretty safe right now. He might kill this next turn, but then that's actually better for me because then I can play a card and hit him. Right here is good. so that it disincentivizes him from killing this, and it also hits this. Just like in chess, you want to be protecting your cards, because they'll, when something hits them, then it'll become there. So we could finish him like this turn, to be honest, I think. Maybe not. We don't have 20 damage yet. We could finish him soon, though. I'm going to go right here because it's not a water spot, and he can only afford 17 attack. Plus, I don't know, Hydra, like, doesn't hit me. Now, Crabulus would do 15, but I think it's actually better to do 13. And then I can go here, so he can't use Flood, and then I can go here. I could have also gone here, but I feel like if he goes in, then I'm not worried. Okay. So we could kill him in a turn. We just have to make sure... yeah, he's fine to die this turn. Enough actions have happened in the game. You just have to make it be 50 actions. So now we just go here and we kill him. Doesn't matter what we use, but I'd like to use the shark. So yeah, 100 coins. I don't know how long that took, but I do know that this is, like, this could be the fastest deck. Especially if you're going second, because of the double Geomancer. I'll show you guys one more. Maybe I'll go second. That's not second. See, if you're going first, Dream Drake isn't that great, which is why I do think it might be cool to have Death from Beyond. But, I don't know, I like the health. You can sort of sacrifice some health with Dream Drake. I mean, at this point, I might as well do this. Free damage is free damage. It also slows the game down. So now it's time to just start the game. Come here, so that we're protecting our Swamp Terror. He's just gonna make mana, which is fine. That's actually, like, one of the best things that can happen for us. We can kill this, and then just swing. See, he's already at 25 health. Okay, now he has a card. So, okay. Doesn't matter, he's dead. He actually could be dead. If I had used Crabulus first. Oh well. We'll just swing at him here. Oh, he is dead. See, like, we can actually very easily kill him before the time limit, but if you're counting, you can tell that more or less you wanna kill him, like, by turn, I wanna say 6, and then you can just wait because you're so mobile, and then also you have enough health. Like, if I tanked 2 hits, like from 2 Aqua Hydras, I'd still have 23 health. That's nice and healthy. So anyways, yeah, that was the deck. That is the fastest way to grind against AI that I know. I think you can... Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. If you look at the AI decks, I mean, it has to be a hard one. I'm sorry. It has to be a hard one. The Void deck is good because it's rooted, but it just has a lot... Oh, shoot. I did not mean to play it. It just has a lot of cards, like, it has a lot of health, first of all. And it has a lot of cards, like these Death from Beyonds, and, like, Nebuluses, and Fissures. It can kind of, like, escape you, sort of, and it has the Force. Like, it's kind of slow to play against and beat. And Invasion is actually, like, super easy to beat. But you kind of want to poke it down. Like, again, it has these Fissures and Nebulous and Space Warriors. Like, it's kind of slow to beat. And it also is always on Crystal Terrain. So, yeah. I highly recommend playing against Deep if you're trying to grind. It's the only one that's easy to counter. There's no Crystal Terrain counters right now. And there's just very few counters to insanely high health and force. So, overall, play the Deep deck, beat it in the ways that I showed you, and have fun. Happy grinding.